Hello everybody, it's Neko here. In this week's video I'll be painting a sweet Tokidoki inspired piece for my journal. The journal I'm drawing in is a moon phase one from Paper Chase that I brought a little while ago. I wasn't too sure what I wanted to do with it, but I'd seen a bunch of bullet journals online that I really admired, and I wanted to start a kind of side art project, something to keep me inspired while I'm out of inspiration really. So this journal is full of things like quotes that I found or just pictures that I printed out that kind of strike a chord with me, or just general notes and bullet points that I need to remember. My friend actually suggested making a tarot card page, so at the beginning of every week I'd pull out a card from my pack, write down the meaning of that card, and then that would be my week's reading, although I tend to do 5 card readings because I just find those a little bit more in depth. They kind of tell you what you need to improve and how you can do that, rather than just a simple, this is what the week's gonna hold for you. Moving on to the piece itself. Like I said, it was very Tokidoki-esque inspired. I love like kawaii, cutesy food items and things like that, and I really tried to incorporate that in here. I included things like an ice cream and strawberries and even like a little macaroon, however you want to pronounce it, at the top. And of course, lots of rainbows and lots of little sparkles. This piece is a watercolour piece, even though the paper itself isn't actually watercolour. I did of course struggle with this further down the line because I wanted to keep a nice, fairly pastel look to the image. But I did struggle keeping this because obviously you needed more water to water down the colours, which meant that the paper was then soaking more up and warping, and it was just a mess. I tried 2 different approaches with this piece. I tried just a regular paintbrush that I'd used dipped in water and mixed around in my palette, and I also used these watercolour pens that I got, which basically you just fill up with water and then there's enough water in the actual pen itself to then colour with, so you don't need any extra water on the side. I found that these pens I bought though tended to leak the colour, like the colour would seep into the actual pen itself, so then the water would be tainted. So if I used it on a blue, then I wouldn't be able to use yellow or red because there would be blue in the actual water itself, which was kind of a disappointment. I used my little heat gun just to set any of the colour that I could see was seeping into the actual pages itself, just to kind of minimise the warping and help with the drying process, so I didn't have to wait half an hour between each different section. I could just paint the entire thing in one go. And I did try to use the wet on wet method, which is basically where you wet the paper down first and then put your colour down to make a more soft effect, but like I said before, the paper just kept soaking up the water before I could even put any colour down. Once I'd finally painted the piece, I waited until it was completely dry to the touch, not even slightly damp, before I went in with some inky pens and just outlined the entire piece really. I added a few extra details like some lines in the background, some shadow to the crystal, and also a few little extra sparkles, as well as the word wish to the bottle at the top there, and some texture to the macaroon and the strawberries. Overall, this was just a really relaxing piece that I doodled. There was no kind of immediate thought process that I went in thinking, oh, I have to draw this. I kind of started sketching the bunny in the middle and then it just kind of spiraled out from there. Anyway, that's it from me this week, guys. As always, if you have any suggestions for any crafty creations, leave them in the comment box below, and I'll be back next week with a brand new video. So until then, take care. Bye.